Let's switch gears right now. Small business. Bold Organics. If you haven't heard of this company, and if you have a child who might be lactose intolerant, if you want to cut gluten out of your diet and still eat something that tastes good and healthy, you're going to want to talk about Bold Organics. And joining us is Aaron Greenwald, the president of Bold Organics. You've got a product on the market right now. Yes. I saw it. I was not allowed to taste it yesterday, but it was a frozen pizza. Tell me about this, and what does it mean to be gluten-free?
Well, gluten-free, when I initially started to eat gluten-free, it was because I was playing tennis competitively in high school, was overweight, was very slow, tired on the tennis court, realized when I tried eating this way, I did so, lost about 20 pounds in the first 2 months, realized that, okay, maybe I did have a sensitivity. I didn't have celiac disease because I ended up getting tested, but I knew I had a sensitivity, and seeing that difference, and seeing the difference when I eat gluten and I don't eat gluten, and seeing how much more fit and energized and focused I am, it's a huge difference. You see millions of Americans out there with celiac disease and gluten intolerances, and it's
Let me stop you right there. We got a picture of you with the pizzas. I'm not a foodie, although I eat kale, and according to USA Today, that makes me a foodie. I eat it because it's one of the things I can eat. What is gluten? Where is it? Is it everywhere? How do I cut it out of my diet? And why would I want to go to your product?
Well, it's mostly found in any product you would say it would have wheat in it, or some sort of barley or oat. Mm-hmm. But other companies do put in gluten because it is a natural binder. We use xanthan gum in our pizza. It's a sticky stuff.
It's the stuff when you're making bread. It's the stuff that holds the dough together.
Yep. So you actually see it in Twizzlers. So in order to Twizzlers stick together, they use gluten. So you see in a lot of stuff like that. And when developing this, the biggest thing was making the absolutely most delicious pizza that would be gluten-free and dairy-free.
Why do you want to remove gluten from a product?
You want to remove gluten from a product because there are millions of Americans that have celiac disease, or countless more that have gluten sensitivities that can't eat this product, feel terrible when they eat this product, and giving them something like this to eat.
Let's assume most of us are in good health.
Yeah.
What does gluten do for us or do to us that we would want to consider maybe cutting back on gluten and buy your product?
Well, I think my product, another thing about the product is 100% non-GMO. So we use...
Okay, you got to speak English to me. I don't know what GMO means.
Genetically modified organisms.
Okay.
So
well, what does gluten do? If I'm eating, look, let's just be honest, Domino's pizza, in 20 minutes it's at the door, you eat it and then you feel awful afterward because of for whatever reason. Is it the gluten? What does gluten do when you ingest it and you're not conscious of this?
Well, it depends. If you have celiac disease, when you ingest gluten, it actually destroys your villi in your stomach, which helps you absorb nutrients. So when you're having gluten and you have celiac disease, you can't absorb anything, and you get very malnutrient when that happens.
But if you're a healthy individual, and I do, by the way, like Domino's pizza when I do eat it, what does ingesting gluten do? You said it made you tired. Yeah. What does it do to the average person?
Well, I mean, it all depends. I mean, you're seeing out there countless more people who are realizing they have gluten sensitivities, and they're finding that taking gluten out of their diet helps them with their energy, helps them with their focus, helps them with their weight. Obviously, there are some people out there that, like you said, can eat dairy and gluten and have no problem with that, but there are many more people really starting to find out that they do have gluten sensitivities.
So 4 months ago,
3 months ago.
3 months ago, your Bold Organics introduces its first product.
Yes.
Which is called what and is what?
Bold Organics, we have 4 varieties. We have vegan cheese pizza, we have veggie lovers pizza, which is roasted onions, roasted pepper, shiitake mushrooms. We got a meat lovers pizza, which is pepperoni sausage, and a deluxe, which is the combination of the meat.
Is it real meat?
Yes,
okay.
Real meat. So another big thing with our products is the choice. You have the vegan side, the gluten-free, dairy-free. You're able to eat 2 of our vegan pizzas, but also if you love meat, and I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, I love eating pepperoni and sausage, you have the meat lovers and deluxe. And what we've seen
kosher too, because if it's a dairy-free cheese, you make your cheese out of soy, right?
Yes, actually, our vegan cheese and our veggie is technically kosher. We're still working on kosher certification, but it would technically be
it's
kosher.
A racket. You got to pay for the certification, you know. But technically, so you got the 4 pizzas. And how are sales going at this point? Where can I get these?
You can get them all over the country. I mean, in the first 3 months, we ended up selling 50,000 pizzas in about 115 stores. We're now in 250 stores all over the country, stores from Whole Foods in Florida to Dearborn in St. Louis. We were just approved in Hannaford, Food Lion, and Sweet Bay, all up and down the East Coast, another 800 stores. Here in New York City, you can find an Independence all over the city, from Westerly Market to Lifetime to Health Nuts to Gary Knowles, and eventually Whole Foods all around the country. We're just approved in Whole Foods in Northern California and Southern California.
Congratulations on that. That's a big get, Whole Foods. And I imagine if you got Whole Foods in California, it's kind of like the rest of the country's about to follow. Are you negotiating for the rest of the country with Whole Foods?
Yeah, so we're working. I mean, we've already, it's all about meeting and getting in front of them and waiting on approvals.
And so let me ask you, so the 4 pizzas, are some of them with real cheese, or is it all soy cheese? Real, the wrong word, but dairy cheese or?
Everything is gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, peanut-free, casein-free, so it's free of all allergens except for soy. So we do use a tofu-based cheese. The reason we did that is because it had the best taste, texture, and quality of a regular mozzarella. So when you eat our pizza, you would never know it's gluten and dairy-free, and that was the whole goal in the beginning.
So right now your production, what do you, on a daily basis, how many pizzas are you making?
We can make up a couple 100,000 a day.
And are you at full production yet?
No, not yet, but we will be.
Yeah, with
Very
Whole
soon.
Foods, I would imagine you would be. And what other products you got coming down the pike that you can share?
We have our chef, Eric Brenner, who's out of St. Louis. He had won Chef of the Year in 2008 and brought him on these unbelievable pizzas. And he's currently working on another 40 different products, gluten-free and dairy-free, that don't exist in the market right now. Mostly frozen Italian foods that we're going to be launching January 2013.
So we're talking, when you say Italian foods, we're going to be talking about pasta that has no gluten.
There you go.
How do you get the pasta to stick together? I mean, that's the whole joy of making pasta. It sticks to the bottom of the pan, and then you scream and yell trying to clean that.
That's the secret, I guess. January 2013, you got to check it out.
And Bold Organics, is it necessarily, are the input products all grown organic certified farms? How's that working?
Yes, so Bold Organics, we always source for the highest quality ingredients. So we're always sourcing for organic. We actually were using organic pepperoni, and the pork supply actually just disappeared. So we ended up switching to an all-natural, no-nitrate pepperoni. But everything we source is we're going for the 100% organic, and the products we're going to be coming out with are going to be 100% organic. We're still trying to develop a non-dairy cheese that is 100%, not 70, which is our current cheese.
3 months out, have you done a profile yet of your average consumer?
Yeah, I mean, our average consumer, it's very interesting. It's both the allergen-free consumer and it's also the healthy consumer just looking to eat a delicious pizza. And that's what we're really going for. I mean, our pizza, like I said, you would never know it's gluten-free or dairy-free.
What's the demographic of that? Have you done that yet? Have you got it built?
Yeah, I mean, it's all over.
Dads?
It's unbelievable. It's all over. I mean, moms and dads mostly, but you have anyone ranging from, I mean, little kids love this pizza to people in their 70s, 80s, 90s love this pizza. Like we've seen down
are
in
you
Florida.
tracking who's actually buying it? Hard number, 25-year-old single female?
Yeah, we're seeing it everywhere. We're seeing it everywhere. We're seeing females in their 40s, 50s, 30s. We're seeing college students. We're seeing males in their 60s, 70s.
And are you tracking that through the online?
We're tracking that through a number of systems we have that we're working with stores.
Okay. And if you want to get it online?
If you want to get it online, you got to go to our website, www.bold-organics.com. And you can get to right there. You can buy it right online. You click on that, buy it off the gluten-free mall. We're going to soon launch our own e-commerce site, but currently we're selling it off the gluten-free mall. And you can also just get on our where to buy page and see where you can buy it all over the country.
Curiosity, the pepperoni pizza serves how many?
I could serve up to 2 people. I mean, this is a huge pizza. Big thing going into this was the value.
I ate a whole large delizia pizza on a very bad binge one night, but that was another story. How many calories? How much fat?
So you're looking at, in the range of the pizzas, you're looking at anywhere from 300 to 450 per serving.
Per serving?
And 2 servings per pizza.
Okay.
So it is a frozen pizza, but it is significantly less in calories than other specialty frozen pizzas on the market.
And I would imagine people who, like myself, who are not familiar with this gluten-free process, so it's got to be on some kind of bready substance. What is the base to the pizza? I made pizza in college, so
the base is a mixture of a brown rice flour, organic brown rice flour, organic potato starch, organic cornmeal, and about 7 organic herbs and spices in there. So you are getting a little bit of red chili too, so you will get a little bit of a kick, not too much of a kick, which we found people love because it puts a tremendous amount of flavor into the pizza.
So you went gluten-free when you were in high school?
Yes, playing tennis in high school, gluten-free and dairy-free.
Because you appear to be very successful at a very early age.
I actually stopped school last year as a sophomore in college, and this idea came out of a class in college where I did the research, saw how many people had gluten and dairy allergies, saw that there was nothing out there, wanted to offer a delicious product to consumers all over the country, and it's been about a year since then, so it's been great.
All right, Bold Organics, you can get it online very quickly in the New York area. Where would you go?
Westerly Market, Lifetime Market, West Side, Health Nuts, Gary Knowles Uptown, any of those stores.
All right, Aaron Greenwald, congratulations. Good luck to you. We'll be watching your products, and watch out Whole Foods. Here comes Bold Organics.
Thank you.